Hello everyone, welcome to my e-learning classes again. So today I will be taking on with the class of 7, and as I have promised in my previous class that I will be discussing with the questions for this chapter, 3 questions. So after I have completed the discussion of these chapters, I will start another text from your book, another poem, a very small poem, that is The Squirrel. But first let us discuss the question answers from these chapters. So in page number 10, if you open, you will get the question. One question is there: why did the king want to know answers to 3 questions? The answer is very easy, because the king wanted to be successful. The king knew that if he knew the answers to these 3 questions, he will never fail at anything. So therefore the king wanted to know these answers of the 3 questions. In the second, you have some option to choose. The messengers were sent throughout the kingdom for which reason? So here the answer will be to find answers to the questions. Obviously he sent for messengers because he wanted someone to come and tell him the proper answers for his 3 questions. Now come to page number 14. So page number 14, in the comprehension check, complete the following sentences by adding the appropriate parts of the sentences given in the box. Many wise men answered the king's question, comma, then there is a dash. What will be in the dash? But they failed to satisfy the king with their answers, because their answers were different. Don't write this, just write but they failed to satisfy the king with their answers. Number 2, someone suggested that there should be a council of wise men. So why someone suggested that there should be a council of wise men? So that it will be helpful for the king to decide something properly, because it is not possible for one person to take care of the matter related to the kingdom, because after all he is a human. So he wanted to have the council of ministers. So a group of council of ministers might help the king to get the answers, means get the solution to any particular problem, or decide something quicker. Okay, so what will be the answer for this? Someone suggested that there should be a council of wise men to help the king decide something on the right time. For number 3, someone else suggested that the king should have a timetable. Now, why should the king have a timetable? Here, someone else suggested the king should have a timetable because a timetable will help the king uh, to follow certain routine. Okay, to do the work at its proper time. So you just write the answer that someone else suggested that the king should have a timetable which he should follow strictly, and in that way he could do the right work at right time. Number 4, the king requested the hermit. Now the king requested the hermit what? Obviously to answer his 3 questions. The king washed and dressed the bearded man's wound, and after that what he did, he just carried the bearded man and laid him inside the hermit's hut. Okay, okay, now come to page number 14, working with the text. Answer the following questions. Why was the king advised to go to the magicians? So what should be the answer? The king was advised to go to the magicians because magicians would be able to show the king the future. So once the king sees the future, once the king is able to see the future, what is coming, so he would be able to take a proper step before the time. In answer to the second question, whose advice did the people say would be important to the king? So whose advice? There are many, not only one, there were many. Um, so the king was advised that the councils are the counselors should be the most important people. Some others said that no, the priest should be the important. Then some said no, doctors. Again some others said that the the soldiers. Okay, so your answer should be, just use comma and write down all the possible answers given by the people. What suggestions were made in answer to the third question? Now, regarding the third question, what was the third question? That is the important work. What should be the important work? So, in answer to that question, some suggested that the important work for a king should be science. Means doing scientific research. Some other again said that to get involved into religious practices, because religious practices should be something which is more important to the king. Again some other had the opinion that no, fighting should be the main important work for a king. Now the fourth question, did the wise men win the reward? If not, why not? Now obviously the wise men, none of the wise men won the reward. Why? Because they failed to satisfy the king with their answers. Question number 5. How did the king and the hermit help the wounded man? So you can just describe that paragraph in page number 11. So page number 11, you can just say that the king brought some fresh water and helped him to stop bleeding, and then he, along with the hermit's help, carried the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. So this much will be okay for the answer. Next, number 6, subpart 1. Who was the bearded man? Who was the bearded man? The bearded man was an enemy of the king, was an unknown enemy of the king, who's was seeking revenge, on the king, because uh, the king had killed his brother and also seized his property. So just write this question. And number 2, why did he ask for the king's forgiveness? Because the man felt guilty. Okay, he asked for the king's forgiveness because the man felt guilty, as the king had saved his life, whereas he was in full preparation to kill the king. And what happened? The king saved his life. So therefore he felt guilty and he asked for forgiveness. Okay, this should be the point. The king forgave the bearded man. What did he do to show his forgiveness? So the king finally he forgave the bearded man, but what the king promised him, the king promised to send his servants and doctors so that he will get well soon, and also the king promised to give him back the property that he had seized from his brother. Number 8, what were the hermit's answer to the 3 questions? So this answer you have to write little bit bigger. Just divide it into 3 paragraphs. Okay, for each paragraph you are going to write the answer for each question. So the first question regarding the time. So you have to write what the hermit said. The hermit said that the present time should be the most important time for the king. And in the second paragraph you just write that in answer to the second question, the hermit said that the person with whom the king would be at that present moment should be the most important person in his life. Next, in the third paragraph you write, in answer to the third question, the hermit said doing good to the person with whom the king was present at that particular moment is the most important work for the king. Means always to do good. And you have to make another fourth paragraph, that is for the other answer. Which answer do you like the most and why? Okay, so now regarding this answer, my personal choice, I will go for option number one. Okay, means answer number one. It's my own personal choice. I like the answer of the first question. And why? I will tell you why. Because present time we have all the powers to do something only in the present time. Therefore, the present time is very important. We can't change the past. We are not sure about the future. What we can really do, if we are able to do something, we are able to do something now. So the present time. So it is my personal opinion, I like the answer of the first question. But if you want, you can also write for that answer number two. If you're writing for answer number two, you have to mention why that person is important. Because we may never know what will happen in the next moment. So at present, the person who is in front of me or near me, I need to consider him or her as the most important person in my life on that very moment. Okay, if you're going for answer number two, if you like the answer number three, then you have to write that we God has created us to do good, only to do good and to help others. Therefore, no matter in whatever situation we are, we will always think of helping each other, helping the other person who is in front of me, always to do good. We must not think anything evil. Okay, so this should be the answer for if you are choosing for option number three. Now it's up to you. So that's all for the discussion of this chapter. Now we will proceed for our poem, that is The Squirrel. Okay, now let us start The Squirrel. So this is a very short and very easy poem for you. You just have to understand the poem. What does the poem mean? Okay, so here I have drawn a picture. It's not a very good picture, but I have just tried to draw a sketch of a squirrel. It looks like a squirrel. Okay, so now what is the most significant thing of this squirrel? The significant thing of a squirrel is the tail. You see, the squirrel's tail is very attractive, and it will, whenever the squirrel will sit somewhere, it will make the tail in a upward direction in such a way as if it will look just like a question mark. You will see a question mark. Okay, so let us read the poem first. He wore a question mark for tail, an overcoat of grey. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play. And if we ran round his tree, he went the other way. Now, the first description that the poet is trying to give here is that the squirrel is having a very fascinating tail story. Now, what is the tail? He's telling he wore a question mark for a tail, as if he is just like we are wearing garments, we are wearing dresses, we are wearing different costume. The same way as if the squirrel is also wearing a costume. And what kind of costume? He's wearing a question mark behind his back. So the squirrel is wearing a tail which looks like a costume of a question mark, just like this. So he wore a question mark for a tail and overcoat of grey. Another costume, not only the tail, his another costume is as if he's wearing a grey colored overcoat. He's wearing a coat which is grey in colors. Normally squirrels are of grey color. He sat up straight to eat a nut. Now, whenever the squirrel will eat something, he will be gnawing something like cut, 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 cut. Okay, whenever he will do like that, he won't just be like on his foot. He will just sit up just like a human. He will just sit up. He will take the forearms. He will be using the forearms. He will take the nut piece or whatever particles he's going to eat. He will just take it up with his two hands and he will start eating in a sitting posture. So that is the habit. He liked to tease and play. And the another quality of a squirrel, the squirrel actually teases us a lot. We human feels fascinated to see a squirrel, but the squirrel will unintentionally try to tease us. Okay, it will make us very much frustrated because we will like to. The squirrel is so cute. We want to touch it, but have you been ever been able to touch a squirrel? Really, until and unless someone is having a pet squirrel. If you are just so watching a squirrel coming down from the tree eating a nut in front of you, and you feel like touching the squirrel, but what the squirrel will do, immediately you make a single move, the squirrel will just vanish. Okay, so that is his teasing. He liked to tease and play. And if he ran around his tree, he went the other way. So suppose you are trying to catch the squirrel. The squirrel is in this side of the tree and you are standing here. So you are just going to make a round about the tree to come in this side. So as you are making the round, immediately the squirrel will disappear from here and it will come in this side. So it will make you mad, it will make you frustrated. Why I am not able to catch the squirrel? Because the squirrel is very fast, and his speed, his swiftness is the way he teases us. So as it is a very short poem, we can also look to the question answers here. Here the first question, why does the poet say the squirrel wore a question mark for a tail? Draw a squirrel, you don't have to draw that. How would you describe its tail? So it's the question is about a tail, why the poet is telling that he is wearing a tail. Okay, so what should be the answer for this question? The poet is telling that he is wearing a question mark for a tail be- because the shape of his tail is like a question mark, and no other creatures will have the structure of a tail like that. So it is as if like a costume, okay, which is not really a part of his body. So the poet is trying to be little bit light, okay, little bit funny here in order to explain the description of a squirrel. So he is telling the squirrel is actually wearing a tail. Instead of having a tail, the squirrel is wearing a tail. So okay, don't get confused what you need to write in the answer. The the poet is telling that the squirrel wore a question mark for a tail because the tail is in the shape of a question mark. Just write that much, not needed anything extension. How would you describe its tail? So obviously you can give a description that the answer will be similar. The shape of its tail is just like a question mark. Do we usually say that animals wears a tail? What do we say? So normally we don't say that the animal is wearing a tail. We will say the animal is having a tail instead of wearing a tail. He liked to tease and play. Who is teasing whom? And he is the squirrel. Okay, he is the squirrel and he is teasing the poet, obviously, poet and other children. So here uh, the squirrel is teasing the poet as well as the other children who were trying to catch the squirrel, who were trying to play with the squirrels. Okay, so that's all for the chapter, that's all for today's lesson. So once again, stay home, stay safe, and hope we will get back to our normal life, because really I'm waiting to meet you all in front of you. Bye.